Welcome to the E-Academy. In today's episode, we will discuss the MTX-300 wireless system controller. This module can be used in conjunction with SATEL wireless devices operating in the 433 MHz frequency band. These can be detectors, keyfobs, and sirens. Communication with them is either one- or two-way. Two-way communication takes place when the module operates together with the MSP-300 sirens. The controller can handle up to 4 of them. However, in the case of detectors and keyfobs, we have to do with one-way communication from the device to the controller. The MTX-300 supports up to 16 detectors and 32 keyfobs. The MTX-300 is compatible with the MICRA series wireless detectors. Thus, you can choose the right model of the device depending on what your expectations are as to the functions that the system is to perform. Motion detectors, magnetic detectors, glass break detectors, flood detectors, and smoke and heat detectors are available. As regards the compatibility of the keyfobs, all SATEL's keyfobs operating at 433 MHz can be enrolled into the MTX-300, including the latest MPT-350 model, which has a range of up to 400 meters in the open. The signal from the wireless devices can be used to trigger a status change in the 8 programmable relay outputs available on the controller board. MTX-300 also has 3 outputs to inform you, respectively, of no communication with wireless devices, low battery in detector, siren or keyfob, tamper. The device also has 2 inputs to allow you control of the connected MSP-300 optical acoustic sirens. The controller has a 12-volt DC supply and requires external power, for example, from the high current outputs of the control panel. Okay, so what can the MTX-300 be used for? This controller is a universal device that offers great possibilities. We will now discuss 3 main ways to use the MTX-300. Firstly, the controller can be used with any alarm control panel, even one manufactured by a third party. The controller inputs and outputs are to be wired to the control panel zones and outputs. There is no need to use any special cables or integration protocols. In this way, you can get the possibility to extend the existing alarm system by adding wireless devices, that is, the previously mentioned detectors and sirens of the MICRA series. Additionally, you can control operation of your system now by using keyfobs. So, the use of the MTX-300 in the existing system based on any control panel will allow you to avoid laying any additional cable runs and related repair work when it becomes necessary, for example, to provide protection for new premises such as an outbuilding or a freestanding garage. Additionally, this solution makes it possible to quickly add an outdoor siren, for example, if indoor signaling only has been used previously in the protected premises. On the other hand, additional control of the system from a remote control keyfob can be useful, for example, when new users, whom you cannot or do not want to train to locally control the system, arrive at the protected premises. Such users may include personnel of a construction or repair company. Another way to use the MTX-300 is a standalone operation of the module as a radio controller, for example, as part of a building automation system. You can connect the controller, for example, to any automation controller so that it can receive signals from the wireless detectors and keyfobs via the MTX-300. Thus, it can be used, among other things, to open and close entrance gates, raise and lower roller shutters, or to switch lighting on and off. In this case, we can also mention support for the module for wireless sirens. The signal sent to the MTX-300 from the connected or directly from the detector can trigger optical signaling or acoustic signaling, or both. As a result, you can build a simple warning system without having to purchase and install an alarm control panel and avoid laying cables for the sirens. Important note, as compared with standard radio links, the MTX-300, in addition to keyfob support, also offers the ability to receive signals from wireless detectors and can trigger signaling in the MSP-300 sirens. Another way to use the MTX-300 is its operation in conjunction with the MICRA alarm module so as to extend the capabilities of the system based on this device. By connecting the MTX-300 controller, you get the option to control the wireless MSP-300 sirens, because MICRA by itself does not offer such functionality. In addition, the module inputs can be used to receive signals from wireless detectors, so that the total number of detectors used in the system can be increased to 12. And one more very important point, by connecting the MTX-300 to the MICRA module, you can increase the number of keyfobs that can be used to control the system. In the following episodes, we will show you how to enroll wireless devices into the controller and how to configure the thus created wireless system by using the MTX soft program. That's all for today. Thank you for your attention. We invite you to watch the next episode of the E Academy. See you soon.